It has all been a struggle. There's not been one thing easy about Horizon.
Well, first of all, congratulations to the first chapter of this incredible Western saga. I would love to know, is that sort of the film right now, as it is that sort of what you envisioned in 1988 when you thought about it for the first time?
1988 was a different story. The character was there, Hayes, and some of the other characters that you see were there. But that story, while it was good, started with the town already being there. And I started to think that I didn't want to make a Western like that because all Westerns already have the town there. And there's never any discussion how it came to be. And that seems to be so relevant to me that there was great fighting over it. That town doesn't immediately, it takes a long time to get started. They just didn't automatically take. There was a great struggle because there was a group of people that had been living there for thousands of years.
It's so interesting because it introduces us to a lot of characters, to a lot of storylines. Can you talk about sort of structuring the film and how that will maybe also continue into the next films?
Yeah, it does. And number two will answer all your questions. Number two, now that you know the people and the foundation of what's happening, many questions start to get answered. And I hope that's a very satisfying moment. That people have told me they think two is better than one. I don't know that that's true, but that's what they've said to me. I think it's true for them because they are now enjoying like a great book, what's happening.
Is there any advice you would give to your younger self in 1988?
To the what?
To your younger self in 1988 after everything you had to went through to get the film done, actually?
I don't know what I would have said to myself, honestly. I think things happen for a reason. They have to have, because I tried very desperately to make this many times. I haven't moped for 30 years waiting. I've gone on to make other movies. You know, I made Dances with Wolves. This was started before Dances. I made Open Range before this movie. I've, made Yellowstone. I have made countless movies. But what I have not done, it's like a great book. I always remembered it. I always wanted to go back to it.
As someone who loves Western movies, I definitely would want to know, do you have like 3 favorite Western movies that are somehow your all-time classics?
Yeah, Horizon 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 of them. No, I enjoyed How the West Was Won and Liberty Valance and How the West, and The Searchers. But I don't like a lot of Westerns. I feel like they're sloppy, can be lazy, can be obvious, and they don't speak to my own life. All the events happening to these people, I was looking at the picture right there, and it's a rugged picture. It was rough out there, and you had to be you became a part of the landscape, or the landscape ate you.
Talking about the landscapes, I mean, the film is beautifully shot. How was it to actually stand on the first day of production and just to see?
I knew where we're at on the first day. When I discovered them, I thought, this is where we're going to shoot the movie. It has all been a struggle. There's not been one thing easy about Horizon, but I'm glad it's where it's at. I'm glad that now people can see it. I'm glad that they're going to see the second one. And I'm happy that people are feeling the emotion of what a Western can be.
Yeah. Can you talk about the current status of part 3 and 4? Because I know the second part is going to premiere in Venice first and then come to the cinemas after that. So what's the status on the third and fourth?
Well, the third one is written and about 8 days of it have been shot. The fourth one, I'm going to rewrite a little bit of it. But it's all the same story. But it just gets harder and harder and hopefully more interesting and more interesting.
Did you ever envision a life after Horizon 4, a work life after Horizon 4 for you?
Well, the original movie in 1988 was the town was there. So logically, the very first one could be the very last one made because now I'm there. I don't know, I think, I know for sure I'm going to take a break and do something else or nothing at all. But if I come back to it, that story has application.
Yeah. I mean, is there any chance we will see you back in Yellowstone at some point?
I think there's always a chance. It's not on the horizon yet.
Schon mal benutzt, das Ding?
Ist bisher nicht notwendig gewesen.
Da scheinen wir einen richtigen Draufgänger unter uns zu haben.
Talking about sort of passion projects, because that has been a passion project for you. Did you learn anything while developing Horizon and now also directing in Horizon that you haven't before in your other projects?
Oh.
Something that was...
Yeah, I think I've gone deeper. Being able to tell the 4 stories has allowed me to go much deeper than you can go on movies. That's for sure. I can't even imagine it just being one anymore.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for the quick talk, and good luck.
Was ihr aufbaut, werden sie niederbrennen.